Rise and grind, gamers. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome to the final episode of our Terraria 1.4 Journey's End playthrough. And oh man, to be honest, I have been, well, for one, procrastinating the hell out of making this episode, but I've really just been dreading having to say that. I don't want this series to end at all. I have been having so much fun in this series. You know, Terraria 1.4 is awesome, and honestly, just making Terraria content in general is probably some of my favorite content to make on this channel, but it is time. The series needs to come to a close, especially because, you know, I have been procrastinating ending this series for so long. It's been like, it's probably been like a month since I did the last episode, and even before that, it was like 3 months since I posted it. It's been crazy, but we are here today to finally, sadly, bid farewell to this series, but not before we do a few extra things, because there are some things I want to do, some things I want to wrap up before we can actually officially end the series. So, with that being said, I guess I'll just get into explaining what some of those things are right now. And one of them actually involves this very room. So as you guys can see with this room, I'll go ahead and put off the mini-map. This room is pretty cool. You know, I got my gold pile, I got the throne, obviously, I got the statues, but it's kind of, as you can see with the walls, it's kind of bland. So what I want to do with this room is I want to put in some of that, like, multicolored, like, stained glass kind of thing. So, you know, I want to put some, like, over here and some over here where I marked with these torches, and then also something, like, right above here, so, you know, the Moon Lord statue, can just, you know, be in the natural light, and hopefully it'll look really cool if I use some, like, stained glass and stuff. That being said, I have absolutely no idea how to do that. So I'm just gonna kind of have to learn, and honestly, it's probably not gonna look too great, but honestly, I think we can live with that, just because, you know, it should hopefully liven up this room just a little bit more. But that is not the only thing we are doing in this episode. As you can see with some of my accessories here, right? Well, for one, we don't even have the maxed armor yet, so we gotta fight the Moon Lord a few more times so we can actually go ahead and get that maxed armor. We don't even have the Zenith. I'm pretty sure it's called the Zenith or something. The best sword in the game. We don't have that, and you know me, I'm a big melee boy, so we gotta go ahead and grind out all this stuff to get that. So basically what I'm saying is we need to fight Moon Lord a few more times, which is actually perfect, because off camera I have been doing some grinding of the event, and we have, you know, we have a pretty good amount of all the fragments, so hopefully this should be enough to actually end up, you know, getting us the armor, and hopefully getting us enough wins on the Moon Lord for us to get the last 2 swords that we need. And also, we still have the lightning boots. Like, this is just unacceptable. I mean, as you can see with the mini-map over here, I have explored. We didn't really get a huge ice biome, right? And also it was kind of cut off by this. But I explored, you know, a lot of the ice biome, and I didn't find any ice skates, which is pretty much the only last thing I need to be able to actually craft the Terra boots. So we're gonna have to get some of the ice skates and the other stuff to actually craft the Terra boots. And speaking of Terra items, we're gonna craft the Terra toilet. We have to. It's the best toilet in the game. We have to craft it. I actually almost forgot about that, but we're definitely gonna craft the Terra toilet. And then other than that, the only other thing we have to do, apart from, like, I wanna fight the Empress of Light a few more times with our Zenith, because I think that'd be cool. And also, we'll probably fight the Moon Lord a few times with it, just to, you know, test it out and see what it's like. But the final thing then we're going to do is we are going to do a full world tour. We are going to go over all of my builds, some, like, just cool areas that I think are, you know, cool. We're going to be going all of that, going over all of that. So yeah, hopefully it should be good. But with all that being said, we still have a lot of work to do before I say farewell to this series. So let's just jump straight into it. And I think the first thing we're going to do is I think we should go ahead and get ourselves some ice skates to actually make these Terra Spark boots. However, you know, like I mentioned, our ice biome is kind of... I searched a lot of it, and I'm kind of tired of searching it in this world. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go make another world for another 1.4 world, and I'm going to search that world for some more ice skates. And I think, you know, I think we have to go back to our roots. The only way we can actually go ahead and do that is if we do it in the form of a time lapse. So let's go ahead and do that, and hopefully we can find ourselves some of those ice skates to finish off our boots. Let's go. Alright gamers, I am back, and as you can tell from my inventory here, I have done a little bit more work than I actually said I was going to in the last clip. Basically what happened is I did manage to get myself the ice skates, as you guys saw, and I accidentally kind of already combined them with my lightning boots, so I already have the frostbark boots, and the reason for that is while I was actually making that, I was recording. I completely forgot that there's like a lot more that I need, hence the stuff in my inventory, to actually make the Terra boots. They're the Terra Spark boots. I forgot what they're actually called. But basically what happened is I went ahead and combined them already, so I have the Frostbark boots, but then I had to go back and farm for all the rest of this stuff. So basically what I did is I didn't record any of it just because it was kind of boring, and I was just like, oh, I guess I'll do this. So pretty much what happened is to get these water walking boots, right, I didn't have any, so I had to go create a bunch of new worlds and look in oceans because they only spawn in ocean or in water chests. So I went and made a bunch of worlds, and I looked in all of the ocean chests until I finally found a pair. So I got that. Then I had to go into hell, or the underworld, hell, whatever. And I had to kill only a few actually mimics, or not mimics, imps, because this fleeting obsidian rose has a 2% chance of dropping from a imp, and you need that to actually make it. So thankfully I actually got that pretty fast because it's a kind of low drop rate, so I'm happy about that. Didn't have to farm much for that. But then this next thing, oh man, this next thing I had to farm for quite a little bit. Basically, guys, I didn't have any lava charms, and if you guys don't know, the way you get lava charms is you can either find them in gold chests in the cavern layer where lava spawns, or you can fish for them in the underworld and get like, get like the hell crates, and then they'll have like something like a 220 something percent chance of dropping from them. So basically what I went ahead and did is I got myself a lava-proof bug net, and I got myself some of these magma snails and hell butterflies, and I just fished for a good few hours until I finally got enough crates that I opened one and it came out the lava charm. So thankfully we managed to get all of those, and then obviously obsidian was just easy to get. I already had some. But yeah, now with all of this, we can finally make the boots that we actually need. So first things first, I need to go ahead and make myself an obsidian skull. Bam, easy peasy. Now I need to go up here, I need to make myself the obsidian water walking boots. Bam, and with that, now I can finally make the lava waders. Bam, and now with all of this, I can finally make the Terra Spark boots. Oh man, finally. Let's go ahead and just pop those bad boys. We got the achievement too, Boots of the Hero. Hell yeah, okay. And we got menacing, which doesn't really matter, but it doesn't matter. Alright, equipable. Allows flight, super fast running, and extra mobility on ice, 8% increased movement speed, provides the ability to walk on water, honey, and lava, grants immunity to fire blocks and 7 seconds of immunity to lava, reduces damage from touching lava. Bam. Alright. Let's see actually how fast I run now with these things. Looks like about 34 miles per hour. That's pretty cool. I mean, obviously I have, this that lets me go like 84 miles an hour. But you know what? It's still good to have. I'm very glad we actually managed to get those. And with that being said, there is one more Terra item that I want to craft right now, and it includes some of these lead bars here. I don't know how many I need, so I might have to craft some more. But basically, guys, I don't have to craft any more. Just need I say more? Need I say more than this? We are crafting ourselves the Terra toilet. It's actually right there. Let's go ahead and craft that baby. Look at this. Seriously, this is what you use the broken hero sword for? Hell yeah, it is, baby. That we got ourselves a Terra toilet. Let's go. The most powerful toilet in the game. Oh man, that is just incredible. One more thing I forgot to mention is that while I was in the underworld, I managed to find myself this guy, the tax collector, and with that was actually the last NPC we needed for us to have every NPC in the game. And because of that, you guys can see over here, because of that, we actually got the princess to spawn. So now we have the princess, and if you guys don't know about the princess, I'm pretty sure she likes like every biome, but she likes being around people. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna put the toilet somewhere up here. I guess we'll put the toilet up there. There we go. We got our toilet. I'm sitting like a king. So we got the toilet, and now I was thinking, because she's a princess, she obviously has to live in the castle. So I think I was gonna probably try and decorate out this room so we can actually put the princess in it. And hopefully that will actually be close enough to everyone else to where, she is happy. But if not, I might make this room hers because it's already like good for living, and I might just move the guy like down here or something. But yeah, that is just another plan that I have for this episode because now that we have the princess, we might as well. We have every NPC in the game, and yeah, everything is well and good. So with that out of the way, there's actually kind of two things I want to do right now. I want to go look at what the princess has to trade. The other thing is I want to start working on the windows for this room because I've been thinking about some cool designs, and I actually completely forgot something. But there's already, like, I was planning on just using like gem spark walls, but I completely forgot there's already something called like multicolored like walls. So I'm pretty sure if I get a ruby, get all of these, I think that's what I need, and then I need windows. I'm pretty sure I can craft it, right? I'm not sure where I have all my windows. Here we go. So if I do this, it should be... Yeah, look at that. So you can get multicolored stained glass. So this is probably what I'm going to be using to build it. So yeah, that is already just easy. I was thinking about doing something else with like glass blocks and actuating them and stuff, but this I think is probably going to be a lot easier. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that probably off camera just so I can... probably honestly just because I'm gonna build something and then take it down, then build something and take it down. Just do that a lot because that's usually what I do when I'm trying to build something. So in the meantime, right before we do that, I actually want to go ahead and look at the princess and see what trades she actually has because I haven't looked at her trades at all. I have no idea what she actually sells. All right, here we are, and there's actually a snowstorm going on right now. But here we go. We have Elatia. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think that's right. Being a princess can be so uneventful sometimes, so I took up many hobbies. That's good for you, I guess. So, what do you actually sell? You sell a royal tiara, which is, I mean, I might put that on, but actually, yeah, screw it. I'll put on royal tiara. I'm a princess now. We got the royal blouse and royal dress. Cool. Don't really feel like buying those. Have some pictures. We have the music box. Oh, for Journey's End. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have some prince uniforms. We have the prince cape, some potted crystal ferns. So pretty much just, it looks like it's pretty much just decoration stuff and like, the like glass slipper and stuff like that. What is the royal scepter? It's a vanity item. Okay, so I don't really feel like buying that right now. I already got the tiara. But all right, that's pretty cool. Okay, now with that being done, I finally know what her trades are. I guess I might as well just, let's just get cracking on that window design because I honestly just kind of want to get that out of the way because that has been something that's been on my to-do list for this build for like pretty much since I built it. I think that is probably the last thing that I need to actually do for this build before it's all complete. So let's go ahead and let's go do that. Well, you know what? I guess it just wouldn't be a final send-off video without a random blood moon coming in to just ruin everything. Here I was building. I barely even got started. I got that much placed down, and I got like my inventory filled of the usual like the blocks I use for this build. I barely did anything, and look at this. Already a blood moon is here to just mess up everything. That is so like my luck when I record Terraria. That is wow. Alright gamers, so here we are, the final finished product, the finished build of the throne room, and I'll be honest, I actually think it looks pretty good. I wasn't really sure how I was going to tackle the windows, but I saw somewhere on YouTube, I searched up like glass windows Terraria, not on YouTube, just online, and I saw a picture using rope as like this kind of divider between it, and I just decided that actually looked really good, so I decided to use it. I'm not sure actually, who came up with this idea, but whoever did, kudos to that person, because this looks pretty good, and yeah, with that, I'm honestly pretty happy with this. I decided not to put the Moonlord statue directly in like the light of the what's it called, the stained glass, for two reasons. One, so I could continue doing this little pattern with the dividers things in the window, and two, I just thought it would kind of look awkward if I put this window like all the way down here, because then it just, I don't know, I feel like it would have looked awkward. But with this, the way I have it set up now, I really like it. I think it fits the rest of my build perfectly, and it honestly just ties everything together. Like even on the minimap, it just looks so much better. I am very happy with the final product of this room. But with that being said, I went ahead and checked, and this room is way too big to actually have anyone live in it, and that's kind of a shame because I was gonna put the princess in this room, but instead I think we're gonna stick to our original plan of putting the princess in this room over here. So I'm probably again off camera gonna go ahead and decorate this room and make this look like like a princess's bedroom to the best of my ability, because I don't really know what a princess's bedroom would look like, but I'm gonna go ahead and try, and hopefully it'll end up looking pretty good. And I'm also gonna, I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna actually let her have the Terra toilet in the room, because, I guess, a princess deserves the best throne, and, I have my throne over here, and she gets she gets this kind of throne, which is a little bit different, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. And I also checked, so the princess. I'll go ahead and show you with the ruler. The princess, to be fully happy, needs to have NPCs within 25 to 120 blocks. And as you can see, this room over here is where the guide is, and that is pretty good. It's only 21 by 13, and then this room down here, which is my normal like crafting room, this is 21 by 17. So those both should be perfectly in lines with the 25 block limit to have her be perfectly happy. So hopefully this room will actually do good for her. But if not, then I'll probably just relocate the wizard from being up here into being in the other one, and then I'll just put the princess in here, because this one is a lot closer to other people. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. But the next thing we're actually going to do, probably, after the next clip I show you guys talking about, me actually, building this room, we are going to be fighting the Moon Lord again, because as you can see in my inventory, I have 103 Luminite, which, if I go ahead and craft into bricks, is honestly not that much. I'll go ahead and, yeah, it's only 25 bricks. I can't really make a ton of stuff with 25 bricks. Definitely, I can't make the full armor set. So we're gonna go ahead and fight the Moon Lord a few more times, hopefully get those last 2 drops that we need, the 2 swords, so we can actually make the Zenith, and then, from there, we'll just kind of see what else we need to do, see what we need for this, the rest of this episode, because I definitely want to craft the Zenith, and then, like I said, the World Tour, fighting the Empress of Light some more times, even fighting the Moon Lord some more times. So yeah, okay, like I said, again, with that being said, let's go ahead and decorate this room, and then move on, and hopefully the princess will actually like it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this makes total sense. I literally just got finished talking about how I was gonna start building on this. I was trying to plan out my inventory, see what I actually wanted to put in this room, and here we go, another blood moon. That just how? Like, I don't understand how, like, I could possibly get this unlucky. Or I think this is, like, qualified as luck at this point, because, like, it is lucky to think that, like, I would constantly, like, periodically get a blood moon or, like, a solar eclipse every time I try and do something in this game. Like, it's like, whenever I'm trying to fight a boss, I get a solar eclipse, and whenever I'm trying to build, I get a blood moon. It's it's insane. It's just insane. Alright, gamers, so this is what I ended up coming up with for the princess's room. Now, I'll be honest, it's pretty much just a golden table and a golden bookshelf. There's really not much going on here. But the princess does seem to like it. It looks like she's pretty happy. All matters are well at hand, my loyal subject. So I think she's happy. I mean, there's a party girl living down here. There's some other people living over here. And as you can see over here, I did end up moving the wizard over here. But he also is perfectly happy. So I think everything is good. And there was one other thing that I actually did, which is this over here. If you guys remember from, just last clip, I guess, there was that little, like, there was a little, what's it called, platform bridge across this thing. And I completely forgot that I had always planned to actually make this into an actual bridge. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I dug it out a bit more to make the water actually kind of, more of a U shape, and then I filled it up some more with the infinite water trick, and just built a really simple basic bridge. Nothing too fancy, but it does, I think, complement the style of this castle build. I used the these stone accent slabs with some regular stone slabs, and then I painted some of these stone bricks to make it look like they were in the background. So yeah, all in all, I think this is a pretty cute, nice looking little bridge, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I think honestly with this, it's so weird to say, but I think with this, my base is finished. My base is completely 100% done. That was those few things were the last things I wanted to do with my base, and now that they're done, this entire build is complete, which is insane. Like, this is probably one of the, I don't know if it's the biggest, but 100% the most ambitious builds I have ever done in Terraria, and it's definitely the most complex. I've never built something this complex or good looking. And honestly, I love how this build came out. I love everything about it. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do a build tutorial on this, because, you know, I think there's some nice little tricks going on in here, especially with like the walls and some of these backgrounds. So yeah, if you guys want a build tutorial on this, let me know in the comments, and I'll do that. Or, you know, or you could just, you know, marvel at my glorious build as it is, because god damn is this thing a beauty. But now that we have all that done, that is all the building that we're gonna get done in this episode. That is it. That is the last things we need to build for this series. So we can just go straight into, I think, fighting some Moonlords, because that is pretty much the next thing that I think we actually need to do. I want to fight the Moonlord a few times so we can actually get ourselves the Zenith. So what that means is, I'm trying to open this door. Can I please open I wasn't close enough. So basically, what I need to do for the Zenith is I need to get the Meowmare and the star one, the one that shoots stars down. I forgot what it's actually called. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and, you know, fight Moonlord a few times. I'll stick with 2 for now. And then, you know, hopefully with that, we can also get enough Luminite to make ourselves a full set of probably the solar armor, which is the melee one. I'll probably stick with that. And then, yeah, all things should be good. So let's get these 2 attempts underway. I think I'll do it in a time lapse. We'll super fast forward through them. Hopefully I can actually defeat the Moonlord. I don't actually know if I'll be good enough. But yeah, hopefully we'll defeat him, and hopefully we'll get some cool drops. So let's go. Alright, so as you can see, I only fought 1 Moonlord, and that's because I died pretty early on to the first Moonlord. But you know what, that's fine. We'll call that one my practice round, and I still have, you know, a lot of all of the fragments to actually make more. So yeah, I'm not too bummed out about that one. But, you know, we did manage to kill 1, so might as well, you know, open up the treasure bag to see what we actually got. 3, 2, 1, bam. Hey, perfect, look at that. We actually got 1 of the 2 that we actually need. We got the Star Wrath. Perfect. Okay, so now we only need the Meowmare, and then we'll be all set. And also, I got another 100 of these bars. So let's see if that actually is enough. Is 51 enough to make the full armor set for melee? I feel like it's not, but also I have no idea. Let's see. This one is 16. This one's, oh wait. Oh no, this is more than enough. Yeah, this is okay, awesome. So there we go. we got the solar armor set. Hell yeah. Now, we also have the option to make the wings, but I'm not sure if making the wings is better than having this star. I feel like this star is better than the wings. I'll go ahead and take a look off camera, but for now, we'll hold off on actually making this, because, you know, I do like the star. I think the star is really cool. Also, I like that you can do this and go really fast with it. That helps a lot during the fight. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the star for now, but that is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and actually slap this on right now. We go up to 107 defense. We were at like 70. Yeah, we were at 79 up to 107. And obviously, we all know what the set bonus is. Solar Shield charges over time to protect you and lets you dash. A charge is used to damage enemies you touch. Consumed charges explode and damage enemies. Yeah, it's just awesome. And we get a ton extra melee damage. So this thing is up to 232. What was it actually before? It was 212. So yeah, this is the easy 20 points ahead. All right, well, that's perfect. I'll go ahead and put this stuff away. Make another Moonlord Sigil, and let's go ahead and do that fight 1 more time? 2 more times? I don't know. Hopefully, enough times to just get the Meowmare, but, you know, hopefully we'll get it soon. Alright, gamers, we are back, and I have been grinding the hell out of the Moonlord. So much so, in fact, that I only have 2 of these solar fragments left, which is not enough to make another Summoning Sigil, sadly. And I honestly just don't really feel like going, oh my god, a solar eclipse. Oh, why? Why? My luck is so bad. Why does this always happen? We got what? We already got 2 blood moons in this episode, and now we're getting a solar eclipse. Well, okay. But anyway, guys, as I was saying, I don't feel like farming up the pillar event right now. So instead, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to fight the Pumpkin Moon, and the reason for that is I'll go ahead and take a look at Jake while hopefully none of these guys attack me. But as you can see, I well, I guess you can't see because I'm not showing it, but basically I don't have the Horseman's Blade and I don't have the Influx Waver. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pretty much I'm just gonna go ahead and farm, well, not, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna farm these two events. I'll, you know, record it, I'll make it super fast, so, you know, you won't be missing anything, and hopefully I can go ahead and get these two swords, because we need to get those two swords still, pretty much. That is the only reason. And then after that, I'll go ahead and, you know, farm up the pillar event some more, and then we'll hopefully take down Moonlord to get the Meowmare. But until then, you know, we have the Pumpkin Moon to do. But I guess, you know, before that, I need to, oh my god, now, bro, this is so annoying. I guess before that, you know, I need to take down the solar eclipse, because for some reason the Terraria gods just really want me to fight solar eclipses like every single episode. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, gamers, and I am back. What was hopefully like a minute for you guys was a while for me, just because the Martian probe did not want to spawn at all. It took a while for that to spawn. But I did manage to get myself the Horseman's Blade and the Influx Waver, which hopefully were the last two swords we need besides the Meowmare for us to actually craft the Zenith, along with two goodie bags for whatever reason. I think because we did like the you know, the Pumpkin Moon, I think for some reason these just dropped, but I guess we can go ahead and open those. So cool, we got the creeper stuff and some rotten eggs, I guess. So, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to press that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But now with those two things out of the way, we pretty much just need to go back to grinding out the Moonlord. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the dungeon. We're gonna go ahead and do the pillar event again. And I'm going to fight the Moonlord, and hopefully this will be the last time I have to fight it, depending on, you know, the RNG, but hopefully I actually get the drop that I need, which is the Meowmare, and we can just go ahead and craft this thing, but, you know, if not, you guys are just going to see what happens in a minute anyway, so it won't even really matter for you guys, but yeah, wish me luck that hopefully it's fast. Alright, here we go. Back home. Fourth attempt now? Yep, looks like fourth I got a new item again. Wait, oh no, this is a moon charm. How did... Oh, I guess a werewolf must have... Okay, whatever. 3, 2, 1, bam. Yes! There we go. Oh, sorry, I didn't put much effort into, like, speaking or explaining anything at all during that. I legitimately did not expect to actually get the Meowmare this time. Yeah, as you can see, I've done, 4 attempts now. You know, the fourth one I actually got the Meowmare. But yeah, basically, I'm pretty much now out of all of these completely. Again, thankfully I didn't have to do the pillar event again. I could just, you know, convert the ones I needed. But yeah, there we go. 4 attempts down. Finally got it. As you can see, I got 2 other really cool things. I got this piece of moon squid, which is the pet. So now I have the final pet in the game, and look at it. It's a friend from beyond. It's a little cute squid thing. And I also got this Meowmare minecart, which at first when I got it, I thought that I actually got the Meowmare, but you know, upon careful consideration, I realized that this was not in fact the Meowmare. Instead it was a minecart. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that because I guess why not. But yeah, we finally got the Meowmare. So with that, we have every sword we need to finally craft the Zenith. Before I actually go ahead and do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and clear my inventory out real quick. Alright gamers, here we are. I have cleared out my inventory, and I've also gathered everything that we need to finally craft the best sword in the game, the Zenith. All apart from one sword, that's right. Even after all that work, there is still one final sword we need to get that I don't have. And that is actually the enchanted sword. And there's a good reason I don't have it, obviously, because, you know, as you can see, if I scroll across my world just doesn't have an enchanted sword shrine. So there's, you know, that's the reason I don't have it. However, with that being said, there are pretty much two ways of getting it. One, obviously, like I just said, you could go find an enchanted sword shrine. So what I could do is I could go and make a bunch of, you know, small worlds and look around on them and see if they have a shrine. Or, and this is the one I'm going to do, and the one I am least pleased to have to do, is I need to go fish for golden crates, because the enchanted sword has a 2% drop chance from opening up a golden crate that you get from fishing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to try and keep this world as self-sustained as I possibly can. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. It's gonna take a long time, so I'm gonna do another super fast forward. I'm really sorry about like just the amount of, you know, fast forwards and like sped up clips in this video, but I promise, trust me, it is all for a good cause, because this is probably gonna take, I'm thinking, at least an hour. So with that being said, wish me luck, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a ton of fishing. Alright gamers, so we are back. I spent about 30 minutes doing that, and I only managed to get 2 of the titanium crates, which, if you guys don't know, the titanium crates are the hard mode variant of the gold crates. So, you know, it's still the same thing, 2% chance of dropping from the titanium crates. But basically, I only got 2, and I'm just really tired of fishing. Like, fishing's fun and all in Terraria. Like, I like fishing in Terraria, but I don't want to do this anymore. So what I'm going to do is, if I don't get them from these 2 crates, then I am just going to make a bunch of new worlds and search for the naturally spawning sword shrine. But that being said, you know, we still have 2 chances, so maybe we can get them. 3, 2, 1, bam, bam. Wow, we got just destroyed on that. We didn't even get, like, any special item from that. That was sad. Wow, that was just sad. I mean, we also got, you know, seaside crates and like these mithril crates, but none of these can actually really drop anything that I need, so I'm probably just gonna leave them be, because I just don't need anything. But yeah, okay, I guess with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and search for some sword shrines. I don't think I'll fast forward this and record it, just because it's just boring. So yeah, instead I'll just, you know, come back to you guys once we actually have the enchanted sword. Alright gamers, I am back, and finally we have them all. I managed to get myself the enchanted sword. I think it only took about like 5 worlds or so not a crazy long time. I just, you know, kept making medium worlds and then, you know, deleting them once they didn't have one. But I finally got it. It was just sitting there out in the open, and now we have every single sword we need to craft the best sword in the game, pretty much the last item in the game, the Zenith. So no more dilly-dallying. We're just gonna get straight into crafting this, because I am super hyped. I want to see what this thing can do. So first things first, we need to craft ourselves the copper short sword. There we go. We need ourselves the good old copper short sword, and then we need this true Excalibur, and then I think we need to go to a demon altar so we can go ahead and craft ourselves the what's it called, you know. So I think the fastest one is probably going to be over here. If I go to this one over here, I don't know exactly where the altar is, but I assume it should just be somewhere kind of down here in this general area. So let's see, not over there. Is there no altar down here? Did I remove all the altars down here? I might have done. Nope, there's one in there. Okay, this will work. So there we go. We got the Knight's Edge now. And I think we can go back. I think for the rest of it, yeah, we can go back up for Mithril Anvil. Wow, there's even still, there's a bit of running around I have to do to actually craft this thing. But let's see. Now we can go ahead and craft ourselves the... Is it... what do I need? Do I need another Broken Hero Sword? Or do I... What do I need for this? Hold on. I gotta check the guide. I have to actually check the guide. What do I need for this? I do need a Broken Hero... What do you mean? Oh, I need the True Knight's Edge. I'm dumb. So I need, I think, more Chlorophyte, right? How much Chlorophyte do I have? I have 41. So I should have enough. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? How do I make the True Knight's Edge? Wait, how do I make the True Knight's Edge? Oh my god, it needs the souls. I'm so, like, lost when it comes to crafting now. Like, I used to know how to craft all these swords, but now I just, you know, like, haven't used them in so long that I just don't know how to make any of them anymore. Like, this True Excalibur, remember when that used to use the Broken Hero Sword? Now it just uses, like, 25 Chlorophyte? Like, that's so boring. Where's the challenge? I'm gonna go ahead and put those away real quick. Alright, but now, with that done, we can go ahead and craft ourselves the Terrablade. And with this sword, with one of the old best swords in the game, we can go ahead and put that back in our inventory. And there it is. There's the Zenith. 267 melee damage, 40% critical strike chance, average speed, strong knockback. Bam! Go ahead and craft it. We got the achievement, Infinity +1 sword. This is sick. Oh my god, this is sick. Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and put away this one other Chlorophyte bar that I have that I don't really know why I have. But, okay, we gotta go out here and look at it. I have never actually seen this before. Well, I have, but I've never, like, fired it or anything like that. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's so cool. And you can see all the swords flying around, too, if you look closely. Wait, did that go further out? Look, oh my god, wait, I didn't even realize. The range scales with your mouse. Wait, so that means the further out I go like this... Dude, this just goes everywhere. That's so sick. What? I did not know that happened like that. So I can have, like, barely any range, or I could have, like, infinite range. Just all the range right here. That's insane. That is so cool. I wonder if it has any other, like, cool hidden features or anything like that. I have no idea, but now that we have this, you guys know what we're going to do. I want to go ahead and test this out on some bosses. So, I think the first boss I want to test this out on, might as well be Eye of Cthulhu, but also I really want to test it out on the Empress of Light. I'm going to do it at nighttime, though, just because, you know, this is just, you know, a weapon test. I'm not exactly going for a no-hit run, so I think I'm going to go ahead and sleep. And, also, I might as well go ahead and see... I do not have enough of these at all. So, I guess I'll probably go through the what's it called? The pillar event one more time. But this time I'll have the Zenith. So it'll be even cooler. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. And then let's actually see what this thing can do against some of these bosses. Alright, here we go. It is finally nighttime. I think I'm gonna keep this... And, you know, I will zoom in a bit, but I think for the Empress of Light fight, I'm definitely going to go ahead and zoom out. But let's go ahead and test the Zenith. This is just the base Zenith, too. I haven't actually reforced it or anything. Let's go ahead and test the base... I can't speak. The base Zenith against the Eye of Cthulhu here. Bam. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It got destroyed. It got destroyed. Like, absolutely annihilated. What was that? That was insane. What? Okay, now we gotta go ahead and test this thing against the Empress of Light, obviously. So let's go ahead and spawn this thing. I forgot that I need to be in the hollowed biome to actually spawn the fight. Okay, that's fine. That's why we have backups. The last backup I have, but still a backup. So let's go ahead and get this thing out again. Also, let me go ahead and kill these guys really fast. Like, bam. Don't stand a, like, I can't think of a word. They don't stand a chance. They just don't stand a chance. Let's go ahead and spawn this thing. What do I have? What do I have that lets me not be able to spawn this? Hold on. Oh, God. What? Oh, hold on. Why can't I summon you? Hello? What is it that I have? It's one of these things, I think. It's one of these things that I can't... Oh, it's this thing. It's right... I'm so dumb. I forgot where it was. Let me go ahead and favorite those things again, because Empress of Light, honestly, I just don't care about you. You are not a threat. You are just not a threat. I'm not even looking at the fight, actually, right now. There we go. Okay, that's all pretty much sorted. Let's go ahead and see just what exactly this does to the Empress of Light. All right. Yeah, as I figured, it's definitely not as much, but like, golly, it is still a lot. Oh man, I forgot that I need to actually dodge during this fight. Well, I guess not so much, because this is obviously the daytime fight, but dude, this is just not even an issue in the slightest. This is really so... I mean, part of it is because it's at night, like, I don't need to worry, and I have, like, end game gear, right? But, like, dude... Oh, actually, let me throw on a heal. She got destroyed. She got destroyed. That was so easy. That was so insanely easy. The Zenith is insane. Why did I favorite that feather? The Zenith is insane. This is, like, it makes sense that the end game sword should absolutely be this cool. But, like, god damn, this is insanely powerful. That's just, that is wow. Okay, so, you know what? Let's just keep the party going. Let's keep this train going. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. Because, we're just going straight to the cultist fight. I mean, why not? Let's just see how this thing actually, you know, shreds events. I might as well, I don't even need my Terra Prism, honestly. I really don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and stand here and do this. Let's see. I think it does home in, too. Yeah, it looks like some of the swords actually do home in on enemies a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell because obviously there's a bunch of swords swinging, like, literally everywhere. But, you know, like, if I'm just holding it out here and, like, enemies spawn, like, look, eventually, if I do it, like, more down here, I guess, like, yeah, like, they are starting to actually home in a little bit, which is sick. I'm glad it does have something like that, and it's not just, like, random swords. But, I mean, with that being said, these random swords are pretty badass. Okay, I think we pretty much all know what this thing's gonna do. So I'm gonna really quick just fast forward through all of this fight. And, let's get to the Moon Lord and see what we can actually do against the actual final boss of the game. Alright, well with that's all the pillars defeated, and with like record time too. That was honestly just incredibly fast. That was pretty insane. Oh, did we get some new stuff from we got this night glow. Oh no, we've already seen this, I think. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the regular drops from like enemies. But yeah, that was incredibly fast taking down those pillars. That was insane. This Zenith is amazing, and this is still just the base Zenith. Like, this is just normal for it. This is nothing, like, special, pretty much. What does this prismatic dye look like? I actually don't think I've seen it. Oh, no, this is the same dye as I have down here. I'm an idiot. I guess I might as well keep it on, though, just because it matches, so, you know, why not? But, yeah, with this, let's go ahead and see, finally, what the Moon Lord is actually going to be like, with the Zenith. I pressed the wrong button there. Oh, he's already spawning in. Okay, he's already spawning in. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. I will just be straight up with you guys. But, okay, there's pretty much already one hand gone. Let's see what we can do with to the eye. There's a quarter of it gone. There's half of it gone. There is, like, 3/4 of it gone. In the, oh my god, the middle eye is almost gone in, like, one rotation. In like a single rotation of the eye doing its laser, it is already gone. It is already gone. The Moon Lord got shredded. That was insane. How much damage am I doing to the core, actually? It's not like a crazy amount of damage, but also it's not like nothing. Like, we are doing, like, actually, you know what, come over here, Moon Lord. I feel like I can tank a few hits. Oh, I hear a laser. Come over here, Moon Lord. Let's just stand right here. Let's finish it off, just standing still. Why not? Okay. I did not expect it to do that much damage to me. But you guys get the idea, right? That was insane. You know what I want to do? I really want to go reforge this thing. I want to reforge this thing and then see what it's like then. Like get like a legendary reforge on it. That'd be sick. But I think for now that is a pretty good showcase. And with all of that being said, guys, it is almost time. Sadly, it is almost time to end this episode. There's one final thing that I want to do, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. There's one final thing that I want to do, and that is going to be a full world tour of pretty much all my builds, all the progress, some like key moments, some funny things, just everything. I want to do a world tour, just cause I want to do a world tour. I don't know why I keep trying to add things to the end of my sentence, but yeah, I want to do a world tour. So I think we should just jump right into it, guys, honestly. And I think, you know, the best place where we can actually start our world tour is going to be, let me go ahead and do this, is going to be the spawn of our world. That is right, guys. It is now, sadly, a little bit overtaken by the Hollow, but this right here is where we started our adventure. This right here is the spawn point of the what's it called? The calm interior, I think. the calm... Sorry, just remembering the name of my world and then saying it out loud. You know, because obviously there was the new, like, randomly generated world names for the Terraria Journey's End update, so I just randomly generated a bunch of names and we got the Calm Interior, which is a pretty dumb name, but you know what, it's whatever. But yeah, what is this from? November 25th, 2020. I don't think that's our oldest one, though. I'm not sure if we have, like, an oldest gravestone. I'm sure we can find something somewhere. But, oh, wow, over here is the graveyard biome. But, yeah, if we go ahead and continue over here, eventually we get to right here. And this is our first arena. This was our very first arena. Our little dinky arena. I didn't even technically finish it down here, because I still don't have the honey for down here. So, I guess I guess this is our first unfinished build, I guess. I guess first and only, because I think I pretty much, well, first of two, I suppose, unfinished builds. The second one being, you know, this mob farm down here, which I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, this was our little first mob farm. I remember we fought the destroyer in here. Good times. And then if we go over here, this is the site. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is the site of our very first house. Of our very first, this is where I think we ended episode 1. And this is where, you know, coming into episode like 2 and 3, we started work on it, and we got some stuff done. But this was the first house I made in Terraria 1.4, and honestly, I gotta say, it's pretty bad. It's not. I mean, no, don't get me. It's cool. It's cool. It is a really cool house. I do really like this house, and I love what I actually, you know, the idea I had for it, you know, seeing these two trees and deciding to make them both like one big house. I think it's really cool. You know, but with that being said, it could have been done a lot better. For instance, you know, the blockiness of all these back here. There's the shape of the trees. You know, I kept the shape of the trees just the same instead of, you know, trying to reform them at all, which, you know, it's fine. Then this little kind of bridge thing, I actually do like. You know, the whole feel of it, it feels like a first base, which honestly is not bad. And as you can see in all these chests, you know, there's nothing in them because I obviously took them over to the base I'm in now, which is that giant castle that I'm just insanely proud of. But then if we go down here, this is where this is the site of all the NPCs that I had in the first bit of Terraria, pretty much. So as you can see, you know, I kind of tried to keep with the theme of having these trees, or I guess there's one tree, and I tried to make it have, you know, some roots that go down, and then inside the roots were all these homes and stuff, and, you know, there were cracks in the roots and stuff where it was just like, you know, opened up, and, you know, I painted it a little to make it look better, except like, I realize this now, but when I was painting this, I didn't. Yeah, I painted this up to, like, make it look like it was, you know, lighter towards the, you know, just towards open areas and stuff. But, like, technically we're underground, so having there be light, you know, shining through down here doesn't really make any sense. But I guess, you know, I guess it's fine. It's whatever. No one needs to think about it that hard. But, yeah, this was my first little base. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's definitely a nice little base, especially for, it being so early in the game. I think I did a decently good job with, like, terraforming all this and making it look kind of like Roots, making the houses kind of feel built in and all interwoven and stuff like that. I think it's honestly just good. And I guess, because we're already down here, I might as well, go down all the way. Well, not all the way, but this is my elevator. We'll go down about halfway. And, since I talked about it a little bit earlier, I might as well go over this little, mob grinder farm thing, I guess, basically. I think I can end right here, yeah. It is a bit of a walk to actually get over here. And I usually have to clear through a lot of cobwebs, which is why I really like this sword. But yeah, I have to clear through a ton of cobwebs every time I actually want to go and, like, try and get over here. It is definitely a walk. I did not make it very easy for myself to actually get over here. But yeah, as you can see, now we're in, like, the little underground hollowed area where all of the gems are and all the bats. And this is actually why I made that mob spawner over here, is because I really wanted to get this Rod of Discord. And I decided that the best way for me to do that, it's not up here, I don't know where it is actually. I decided the best way for me to do that was to just make a mob farm, because, why not? It'll probably be useful. I figured that I could always change the box around it and make it, like, different. And here we go. This is it. I guess, technically finished. And as you can see, it does work. It is spawning these Chaos Elementals. But the problem with this farm, that I didn't even really get to experience, is that for Chaos Elementals to spawn, you actually need to be moving constantly. So basically, because I'm not moving right now, no more of these guys are gonna spawn. But other than that, as you can see, this farm does work completely well. It works. That's pretty much it. It works. It's not great, but it works. But the thing about this farm is, like, I didn't even need to use it at all, because the second I finished building it, literally the second, I think I placed one lava bucket down here, I got a Rod of Discord. So, I never came back down here again, because, I didn't need to use this farm. But as you can see, I put a lot of work into it. I used some, like, dirt bombs. I filled up most of this area so nothing would spawn down here. Then I had to clear out this big area by hand, because I didn't have the drill containment unit. I still don't, actually. So yeah, it was a decent bit of work, but honestly, it's pretty good. Is this actually off? Is this not even? Hold on, is this not even? No, oh, it is even. Okay, it looked to me like it was just not, like, this wasn't as big as this one, but maybe I'm just going crazy. I probably am, knowing me. I've been playing a lot of Terraria lately. But let me actually go ahead and go back over here, because there's one other thing with the house that I forgot to mention, and that is, if we actually go ahead and wait so I can get over here. It's a bit of a walk, isn't it? And that is going to be all of this stuff. So, for one, we got this bridge. Again, I was trying something new with the building. I tried to, kind of make some of these vines look like they were creeping up through the build. Didn't really work. Hindsight, I probably should have put them above, this thing, to, instead of having these just cut through the middle, because that doesn't really make it look natural at all. But you know what? Other than that, I think it's a pretty decent bridge design. And this is the same kind of thing that I followed when I was making this little bridge over here. But obviously, we'll get to that way later. But the main thing is I tried to make this little kind of, I don't even know what I'd call, shrine, I guess, to all the bosses, which I continue in my actual base. But yeah, pretty much this was the plan I had going in. I was planning to, have these little shrines and then indicate when all the bosses were defeated. I would put their trophy down, and then I would light up this little campfire down here. And, the more bosses I'd get, the more trophies I'd put down. And I had originally planned to, when I get into hard mode, to, make some more of these little shrine areas with the hard mode blocks. But, obviously that didn't happen because I moved bases. But yeah, that was the original plan. And then this over here, these are wall tests for when I actually started making my actual castle. Which is pretty cool. You can kind of see where I was at. I had a few different designs, and ultimately I went with this one as marked by this torch. But yeah, just, it's kind of cool thinking that maybe my base could have looked just completely different if I went with something like this one over here, which I probably wouldn't have ever gone with because I think this does not look great. But I guess if you want to think about it like that, you can. Alright, and then moving on up here, you can see this is the little thing that I did to find my first couple of sky islands, which are actually going to be these three. And the one we're focusing on right now is this one off to the left, because as you can see, with this one, I decorated this fully out to be a little graveyard. And the reason I did this is so I could actually start building this base over here, because basically what I needed to do is I needed to come up here and I needed to craft some of these. I can't craft them right now because I don't have any, obviously. But this was used to craft those accent stone blocks and the stone blocks that I used a lot in my base. So for that, you know, you need to be in a graveyard biome and have this heavy, like, workbench. So I decided I would just, you know, convert this tiny little island into its own little graveyard island, just in case I need to craft anything else in the future that, you know, required a graveyard. And I think it came out pretty well. I really like what I did with this over here. This, I'm pretty sure, was all, well, yeah, all of this was pretty much custom built, because I need to get rid of, obviously, the little house that was here and then put in this kind of like floating thing, which I really like to do. This is probably one of my favorite things to build whenever I work with floating islands. I always, like, without fail, build one of these little floating, like, island rock pieces. Just because it looked great, especially when you combine it with all of these custom back walls, which you can only get in the graveyard biome too. It just looks so good. Moving on from that base to the pretty much immediate right of it, we got this little fungus island over here, which, as you can see, I did the same kind of thing. I did, like, this, you know, floating little pile of dirt or mud, I guess. And then, you know, under it I have the house. This is pretty much the same as what I did in my my Calamity series, where I, you know, made the mushroom biome in its own little floating island, and then have made the house in, like, a little rock area like this. But that's just because that's, you know, I like it. It's out of the way if I do that. I don't have to worry about making its own mushroom biome on the surface. I just think this is probably one of the best ways to do it. But, you know, with the house, I'll be honest, it's pretty uninspired. I just didn't really build anything super cool. Like, I think the one in the Calamity world that I did, I think that one just looks a lot better than this one looks. But, you know, with that being said, this one doesn't look bad per se. It's just not as good as I could have done, and I didn't give it enough time. I kind of just wanted to be done with building for this little guy, because at the end of the day, like, it's just this little guy living all the way up here on his own little secluded island. Like, and I'm barely gonna come up here. I pretty much just did it just so I could, like, get him as an NPC. Like, there was really no other reason I did this. But I guess, you know, I guess it looks fine. And that pretty much finishes off my main base area. Those were the few builds that I did, you know, in relatively close proximity to me. So with that, we can go into, I think this was my, like, second main bit of builds that I did. You know, I could be wrong because it's been a while. But we go over here to the desert, where I made their own, this own little desert town here. And this is probably one of my favorite builds that I've ever done. I think just it looks amazing. You know, it's not big. It's only these two houses and then this little pylon statue here. But I think this house is just awesome. I think it really suits the whole desert temple, or not temple, the whole desert vibe. And that's what I was really trying to go with. I was really trying to make, like, a desert, you know, inspired build with these kind of houses. And I think it honestly paid off. I think these look great, even down to, like, the palm wood that I used for the windows. I think this build looks great. It is really small though, because I only, you know, built it to house 3 people, because these are the 3 people that like living in the desert. Actually, I'm not even sure if the golfer does like living in the desert. I never really bothered with the golfer. But yeah, as you can see, you know, I built enough houses for the people who like the desert. So I just think, honestly, just this one looks pretty cool. And after this, I'm pretty sure I went over to the ocean and I built this little kind of ocean village town. It's not great. Basically, this is just, I kind of did the same thing I did in my Calamity series again with the little angler house where I did the slanted roof. This time I tried to give it a little, like, basement area where I could have another NPC, and then I just did the shack off to the side for my other NPC, which was the pirate. And this, honestly, it's not my favorite build that I've done. I don't think this is a great build really at all. I think I did some cool things, like I like this window up here. That's, I think, you know, the window's cool. I like the different background blocks I used for the basement. I think those are pretty nice usually. But other than that, this build is just kind of really uninspired. Look at that, there's a seahorse over there. But yeah, I think this build could have been a lot better. But you know, also it's for the angler, and oh my god, a solar eclipse. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm really, honestly, truly, I'm not surprised. Yeah, just I expect it at this point. That's, you know what? You know what? Honestly, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. We'll go ahead and continue the world tour after I dispose of this solar eclipse, which I guess actually kind of works out because it is also pretty late at night, and I should be getting to sleep. So I might do that after I finish the solar eclipse. But you know, due to the powering of editing magic, you guys won't see any of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take on the solar eclipse, which should actually be pretty easy now that I have the zenith. But but let's continue. All right, gamers, and we are back once again. The solar eclipse event was just insanely easy with this weapon. This weapon absolutely destroyed it. Like, that was just that was a walk in the park. That was a piece of cake. That was, you know, other things that I can use to describe it that mean it's easy. It was insane. The zenith is such an amazing weapon. So with that out of the way, again in this episode, like the second solar eclipse we've had, we can finally get back to the world tour. Also, we got the merchant. That's pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure where we left off was over here in our little ocean village pylon area. And yeah, this is pretty much 3 out of the 4. I guess 5. 3 out of the 5, you know, main little village areas that I went ahead and built. And the 4th one is going to be right over here. Oh, actually, perfect. Where our traveling merchant is. I couldn't even plan that better. The 4th one is over here in this jungle area. Now, also, guys, when I'm, you know, obviously, you can probably, you know, if you watch my videos, you can probably tell. I don't think I'm going in order from when I actually built these. I'm trying my best, but honestly, I don't really remember, like, the order I built all these in. So I'm just kind of, you know, generally going through the order to the best of my, you know, knowledge. But let's go ahead and see what the traveling merchant has while we're here. Might as well. We have an exotic chew toy. Summons a fennec fox. Okay, might as well try that. We have the Sergeant United shield. Okay, melee damage. So this is a weapon, isn't it? Oh, that's cool. Yo, wait, what? It homes in? Yo, that's pretty sick. Damn, that's pretty sick. I can do this all day. Okay. Well, I guess we have our, you know, final weapon of the series then. That's that's pretty cool. But yeah, back to the actual world tour, the main thing we're doing. This is it. It was a kind of uninspired build. I pretty much came into here knowing that I only wanted to do one thing, and that was, you know, give this painter a house, because the painter likes to be in the jungle, and I figured, you know, because we're in the jungle, I'll try and make a custom tree for him. And honestly, the base turned out pretty okay. You know, I like this decently, but then, like, the leaves and the tree, it's just, and the house itself, it's not great. It could be a lot better. But at the end of the day, Luigi is over here safe in his little tree house. And I think it looks pretty decent for what I did with it. Again, trying to do the whole paint thing where I, you know, made the leaves different color. And then over here, I had, you know, 2 more NPC houses. I was gonna make a 3rd here, but I didn't need to, so I just decided to keep this as a platform. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we have the Dryad and the Witch Doctor because they both also like the jungle. Pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I just made kind of 2 simple, really basic houses that I feel would fit the theme of the jungle, having like a hay roof and mostly be made out of wood. And then I put this little nice kind of rope bridge together, which doesn't look great. But you know what? It works, and I don't really ever come here to that much anyway, unless I'm using the pylon to, like, go into the jungle or, like, go to the edge of the world or something. So, honestly, it kind of works out. And with this, we get to our 5th and final little mini village, which actually doesn't have a pylon. But I'm certain you guys already know what it is. It's the giant butt plug I made in the snow biome, which is probably the best and worst way I can describe it. I mean, like, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button again. I mean, like, it's you know, it wasn't meant to be, but it is. So my idea going into this build is I just wanted to kind of do like a wizard's castle kind of thing and make it, you know, be made out of ice. But then I guess I severely misused the shape and size. Like, this is kind of how I wanted it to be turned out, like with the, you know, narrower column here for like a bunch of stairs, and then like a little observatory kind of area up here. But then it just ended up looking like this, and now I have forever a giant butt plug sticking out of the earth in the snow biome. So I guess we have that going for me. But as you guys can see, the steampunker and the mechanic is in here, and for a little bit the princess actually lived down here. But obviously we moved her to my actual castle, so now this room is just kind of uninhabited. But you know what? It works. And continuing the theme of horrible builds, we have this just absolutely awful tree. I don't know why, but the snow biome is like the biome where I put my 2 worst builds of the series, which it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, definitely. But yeah, I tried to make a custom tree for our Christmas episode, and it didn't work. I should have honestly just stuck with using these actual tree blocks, because this tree is really, really bad looking. But yeah, I put all my present drops down here. And then this house I actually made specifically for Santa. So, when Santa came, I made this house and this tree, and I decorated it nice. And honestly, this house, I wasn't too sure about it when I first built it. I didn't really like it. But honestly, it's kind of grown on me. I think this house is still a cute little charming house. And I still think it's fit for Santa, being in the snow biome and all. It looks cozy. So, my one good build in between 2 just atrocious, horrible builds. It's like... it is a shame. Oh my god, I forgot to see what this exotic chew toy summons. Yep, you know what? I did expect that. It is a fennec wolf. So I guess that's cool. I'm gonna keep my Moonlord thing on though, because I gotta rock the final pet in the game, And with that, with this house, I'm pretty sure there's only one other build that we actually need to go ahead and see, and that, of course, is my giant castle. So I'm actually gonna start all the way over here, and I'm actually gonna zoom out for this because this build, is massive. So we walk in here, and it's just, we got the beautiful bridge, the mailer duck just chilling down there. This bridge, as you can see, I made it during this episode, so you know all the stories about it. I pretty much just tried to kind of copy what I did over here for this bridge, but, make it a bit more in line with the build, so having the accent stone blocks, having the same kind of color palette, stuff like that. Honestly, I think it looks good. I think this is a nice little chill looking bridge. It's not anything super fancy, it's not like a masterful build or anything like that, but I still like what I did with it. And then... we move on to here. It says, oh, what is this? Just a wall? Nah, this is a giant, beautiful, magnificent castle. It is just, mwah, chef's kiss. I'm patting myself on the back so much here, but honestly, in all honesty, this is the best build I have ever done on Terraria ever, and probably will be the best build I ever do on Terraria for the foreseeable future. I just had an idea and I went with it. And this, I don't think I did this much on camera. I might have showed progress updates and stuff, but basically I just went all in with this build. I was like, I want to do this. I did it off camera because I didn't want to rush myself trying to do it all on camera, all record it and stuff. I did take pictures of the progress, so I might show some up here. But yeah, just started with the shape, started working my way in, did all the walls, and once I put the walls together, I knew this build was going to be something crazy, because like the walls, I tied it in so well together. I'm sorry for patting myself on the back so much, but honestly, I think this build deserves it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do though, not now, I'll probably do this like after the series ends, but I'm probably going to clean this up a little bit, like remove some of these random paintings and all these like random trophies that are kind of thrown around here, and just, finalize the build completely, as in like remove, all that random stuff, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it. And yeah, that is actually kind of much, that is pretty much it for this world tour. We didn't get to like everything, obviously, like, we didn't go to hell at all, or we didn't go into any of these mushroom biomes or anything, because that's just the underground. I didn't make anything with the underground, because, why would I? I have all my really cool houses up here. But that is going to conclude the world tour, and that is going to conclude the episode, our final episode of Terraria. However, okay, I know I'm trying to continue this episode for as long as I can, just because I don't want the series to end. But there's still one thing I want to do. The one thing I want to do is I want to make this Zenith a legendary modifier, and then I want to actually fight the Moonlord to completion. I want to beat the Moonlord just to finish off the series, end it all like that. I think that'll be cool. Because it's the Moon Lord. I got way too much of that. I was distracted. But like the most strong sword in the game, right? With the final boss of the game, it's like poetic. I gotta do it. Plus, I have to actually go down here and reforge this guy, which means we can see, you know, my first build again, which everybody loves to see. So let's go ahead and reforge this. Murderous, agile, deadly. Why did I say agile so weird? Agile, dull, strong, lazy, quick, dull, weak, nasty, legendary. There we go. Okay, I was about to say I could skip all this, but there we go. We got legendary. This thing went up to 307 melee damage. God, this is insane. This weapon is just actually insane. It's such a crazy weapon. It really is. This weapon is just crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and put this little Fennec guy in here. And let's go ahead and summon the Moon Lord. Bam. Now we gotta wait. And let's just see how fast we actually destroy this thing. Alright, gamers. Here we go. Now we can actually see what the Zenith can do against the Moon Lord. And this time I won't be stupid and I won't like die at the very end just because, you know, I feel like it pretty much. So let me go ahead and not focus that eye anymore. Let's go ahead and focus the middle eye. I did this in a really weird way. I should have not gone this high in the first place. But wow, one rotation. One rotation is all it took. I know I said that the first time, but it like technically took two. But no, that was just actually one time. That's all it took. That is insane. This thing is just dangerous. Like it is, wow. Imagine having this strong of a weapon. I mean, it makes sense now because, you know, we're in the end game, literally. But there we go. That is it. That was record time for the Moon Lord. That was insane. The Zenith is just amazing. And there we go. We got everything. We even got a Moon Lord trophy. Wait, did we get every drop from that Moon Lord? We got the piece of Moon Squid. We got the trophy. We got the treasure bag, and obviously we got the Moon Lord relic. Let's go ahead and see what we actually get from this. Ooh, we got the Celebration Mark II. That's pretty sick. What does this actually need to fire? You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna. Who am I kidding? I'm not ever gonna use this thing or fire it. But hey, there we go. We can go ahead and put this trophy right next to this one, make everything all symmetrical. And there we go, guys. That is it. The series, Terraria 1.4, Journey's End, is coming to a close. I would like to thank everyone for watching, especially if you watched this far into the episode. Thank you guys so much. This has been probably my most fun series to record on my channel so far. I just absolutely love it. I'm really sorry for the last few episodes of this series to have taken so long to come out. A part of that is because, you know, I went to school, I have work, but a bigger part of it is just because I didn't want this series to end. But, you know, it's got to end at some point. I can't just have this, you know, linger on in the background forever. So, guys, again, like I said, thank you all very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. There's stuff banging at the door down here, all that stuff. Also, a few more things I want to say. If you guys want a world download, there won't be one in the description of this video, but if you guys want one, let me know. Comment it down below, and I'll make a video saying that there's a world download. I'll actually figure out how to do that, because I actually have no idea how to do that. And I'll upload it. So, you know, if you want a world download for this world, go ahead and, you know, comment down below. And, you know, I'll try and get a world download going, because I think this world will be pretty fun to play on. Maybe I can even try and make it, like, this save so that you can have all my castle and stuff. And also, speaking of the castle, if you guys want me to do a castle, like, building tutorial, trying to, like, build in a castle in a style of this, then also comment that down below, because I think, honestly, this build kind of warrants its own tutorial, because it's pretty sick. I actually, believe it or not, I didn't watch any tutorial going into building this. But yeah, with all that being said, that is going to be it. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you really liked it. Thanks for watching. Comment those two things, and also, if you want more Terraria content, if you want me to do some modded, some more, you know, Terraria 1.4, some you know, class challenges, anything. Just comment if you want more content, pretty much. And that is going to be it. Like I said, oh man, I'm stalling ending this series, but I got to. So again, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Goodbye.